Hello everyone, welcome to the second session of Automation Pills, practical short guides on how to automate your work inside M365 environment. So during the last session, we had a look on how to activate your trial for Copilot Studio. Today we're going to use the same to create our first agent and see what it can do. So let's get started. Excellent. So the first thing you should do, of course, is to navigate to your Copilot Studio that we activated during the last session. Here it is. The first thing I want you to notice is that here in the top right corner, we have the environment. This is the Dataverse environment in which we are currently working in. If this is not active or the default is not activated, once you create your agent, it's just not going to work. The creation will fail. Okay, so how to make sure that this is active? You need to navigate to the Power Platform Admin Center. It's going to load up the new Admin Center. You go under Manage Environments, and you can see here my Dataverse environment is here. It's selected as default, standard. Everything is good. So we're good to go. We're good to proceed to creating the agent. We can close this. Now we navigate here on agents and we can create a new agent. Here there is some sort of wizard that you can use it, but for today I'd rather configure it as much as possible manually, right? So we see what's going on and we try to understand. Okay, so what I want to build is an agent that will help the users to upload files in the OneDrive for Business or in a given SharePoint site. So we call it File Upload Agent. Then we need to provide a description. I already prepared, but let's have a look. So this agent automates the process of uploading the files to the user. It can securely accept files, blah, blah, blah. This is simply a description for the user to see and also for us to remember what the agent does. Then we have to give instructions. Okay, so you will see later on that what actually moves the agent around are topics and actions and workflows. Okay, this is what will allow the agent to interact with files, to interact with your M365 environment in general. So what are the instructions here that we are giving? This is more a guideline for the agent itself that will help the agent to decide which topic to use in relation to user interaction. Okay, so it's a kind of a higher level instructions for the agents to be able to navigate through the various topics and choose the correct path, forward. Okay, so let's have a look. There is an initial prompt here that we can provide. File validation. So we want the agent to be able to validate files, validate the file type, the size, to make sure that it's inside the technical limitations for the product, to run a security scan if possible, confirmation, execution, status update, and error handling, and a final confirmation here. Okay. Let's see if this is going to work later on. Here you can add KB if you want, knowledge base for the agent. We don't need it in this case. And finally, you can add some suggested prompts. So for example, we call this upload file 1, and this is going to ask, let's say, please provide file to upload. The way this should work is that, yeah, exactly. So it provides you a little card as a user that you can click, and it's just a suggestion on how you can interact with the agent itself. right? So we can create it. There you go. Something else that I want to highlight here is that you see this message. It's asking you about website creation. I don't know, it's not really fit for the purpose, so I think it's important to highlight this. You can change it by going to topics. We'll have a better discussion about this in the next video. But here you can see there is conversation start. Yeah. So let's remove all of this. Instead, let's say something. I am here to help you load your files in your site or your own ODB personal site. Get started. Yay! You click outside, click save. Now if I refresh, there you go. It's a better message to get started with. So I'm gonna keep it very short because we don't have a lot of time in these automation pills, but the agent itself here now will answer questions using general AI, large language model processing. So you can query the web, it can do several things, but it will not be able to perform any actual action. Okay, so if I give him a file right now, it's not going to be able to do anything with it. It's not going to know what to do with it at all. To have the agent take actual actions, in response to user inputs, we'll have to start setting up topics and then workflows and so on. So this is going to be the topic for the next automation pill. Is going to be topics and we're going to have a look how we can set this up to start and make a process for uploading files on a SharePoint site or on a OneDrive for Business personal site. Thank you for checking in. Have a great day.